児体型のクソババアが。
This doesn't kill him, and maybe so, because he may be a god, I guess, but also all of his injuries disappear, which may be because he's a god, I guess. Maybe you could tell me if he's a god early, Door, so I can stop adding sins only to have to remove them?
地球一周9時間半ってとこか。普段の貴様よりずっと遅いではないか。なめとるのか。
Okay, so I'm guessing regen would be real, so let's bring it back to 0. But damn, this is going to make my job hard now as a result. It's all going to come down to, yeah, well, they're gods. Not that you patrons are like that, though. You're all amazing, and you're the only ones who will see this anyway. In fact, I can do just about anything. Fuck!
Idatenって言われてもよ、足が速いからなんだって言うんだよ。毎日人をしごき回って何の意味があるってんだ。
Okay, I got a proper sin. He's only now asking why she's dragging him out there and working him so hard, even though he says she does it every day. Like, you'd have asked by now. I'd have asked before even the first occasion, but that's me. I'm pushy and defensive.
考えられるのは帝国ゾブルの軍用機か。ゾブルっつうとあれか？工場と兵器だらけで空気も海も汚ねえあのクソ国家か。
No! Probably the other empire by the same name where everything is hunky-dory?
何かあるとしたらあそこだが、あれだけ言っちゃバレずに行くのは俺には無理だな。じゃ、ここは頼むよ、ポラ。
私？
Nah!
うひゃー800年ぶりの再起動じゃ博士、本当に大丈夫なんですか
He asks this as though anything like it has ever happened before now, which it hasn't, not even once.
何しやがる、痛いじゃねえか。
なんだって
ちょっと後ろ。
His friend here has absolutely zero peripheral vision and only notices the house-sized demon when he's right behind him.
気づいた？
Asking someone if they're awake when they're awake, brought to you by absolutely every time, Japan.
そういや人間って落ちたら死ぬんだっけ？下ろし方間違えたかな？
This guy has been around for at least 80 years, with humans being basically the only other thing around on the planet, and yet he is unaware of their propensity to die from falling.
いやふざけおってこそが暗い男の夢とロマンの装置自爆スイッチポチッとな。
ちっけえし飛びやがったか。
He's got this incredible speed, is holding the old man's head, and yet doesn't use that speed right when it actually matters.
エアトとプロンティアさんを引き出して戦いを教えた師匠さ。800年前に魔族と戦ったイダテンの生き残りでもある。
So very much tasty exposition. Think it needs salt. Is gravity not a thing on this blood?
好き勝手に奪ってくるがよいわ、けだものども。
目標命中。設楽大将はやったか。
高速戦闘機を1機用意せよ。後のことは任せるぞ。すべて奪い去ってくる。
This battle is so weird. She commands like 60 people into battle at a city on foot. Then the enemy is right there with tanks and she takes them out. Then she's got like 30 people in front of her again and she's asking for a jet. This isn't quite what war is like.
よし。おいお前ら、そろそろ遊びに行こうぜ。まだ動けねえのか？
She originally said that it would take 3 days before the girl could move again, yet he is expecting her to be able to move already. Also, though, if it's the case that 3 days have gone by and they trained again, surely she still wouldn't be able to immediately move.
シナ、殺される。
ほら、なんか魚みてえな目になってんぞ。
Being able to see what her eyes are doing from the back of her head.
なんでこんなもんがババアについてるんだよ。
知るか。
おいおい、壊すんじゃねえよ。E3 に見せたら何かわかるだろう。
どうでもよいわ。壊してしまえば皆同じじゃろ。
Yeah, but before it was broken, you probably could have figured out what it was for. That's the point.
あやばそうでした。敬語じゃないとダメでございますな、キサラ大将。
Character with their eyes constantly shut.
Where
did he get these camera angles from, though?
現在の魔族と人間の総数はいくらになっとるかの？
現在我々魔族の数は364名、人間兵は約8000万。
Imagine having an army of 80 million, and yet when you go and invade a country, you bring like 40 troops. It almost sounds made up.
国民総数では2億2000万です。
The fact that somehow more than 1 in every 3 of their people is a soldier, because unless your people never get hurt in these endless wars, and you're conscripting between the ages of like 12 and 70, that isn't happening, and I haven't seen any female soldiers either.
まだまだ甘いのはやほら
Going through all of these tactics and yet still feeling the need to give yourself away before you attack.
全部で4匹か少なかったな
She randomly assumes that on that entire island there are only 4 of them. I know she was able to pick up on the ninja spying on their meeting during episode 2, but that was in the immediate vicinity. If she can detect things on an island-sized scale, then you should tell us.
余計なことするんじゃねえよ。あいつは俺が倒す。
As he falls, all of his prior damage from the tentacles disappears from his body and clothing.
質問の意味がよくわからないんだけど、僕は魔族だよ。人間にでも見えるっての？見えるんじゃがの。
She asks if she resembles a human, and yet has been actively hiding among humans in the military all of this time.
金縛りや封印の技ですか？
金縛りか。おじい様は使えたのそういう。え？
Reaction occurs just about the longest after an attack cliche of all time.
ですから僕らが探してきますから、攻め込むのは1週間ほど待ってもらえますか。
何言ってんのよ E3。 フロンティアさんなら答えなに決まってるじゃない。
Are we just going to pretend like she can't hear them directly in front of her then?
でもこのツインテールの女、ガキ臭いけど結構可愛いよね。
Where are you getting these pictures from though, seriously?
今すぐにリンさんがゾブロを消しても魔族全滅は難しい。1匹も取りこぼすことはできないからね。それにゾブロの消滅後、2つの大国が争わないよう調整する必要がある。
He says it's a good idea to ensure that the 2 remaining superpowers don't start fighting as soon as Zobella's destroyed, and yet earlier on he was saying that the affairs of humans don't bother them at all. If one wipes the other out, it's no big deal.
でけえなこの人。
He says whilst randomly crouching?
隼人が言ってるババアというのはリンさんです。
This goes on for quite some time.
では仮に毒殺するとしたら予測致死量は？ま、毒が通用するって事実だけでも都合がいい。
Isn't that hypothetical at this point? He just asked him how would you kill him and he said probably poison. But he's never had to kill a demon before, so how would he know if that would work? Plus, it's dead, so it's not like they were even able to test anything.
普段は捕らえた娘の調教をしているだけのやつだ。おそらくそこのツインテールの子でも勝てる。
私？
Literally no one else in that room with pigtails. Or in general, actually. Nathan Burr, Bird Without a Word, Tyler Warner, Ali 50, Kawada Takashiro, Ted L, Isael Caldera, Mr. Waffle 64, Kieran Robinson, Chris Harris, Jonas Stahl, Manolo Saucedo Munoz, Steelers, Matthew Blanchett, Kim Munt, Manuel Morales, Conito, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, The Litzcloud, Orakeeper, Kepper, Jeffa 6263, Magnus, Kevin Nelter, Brendan Krier, Kaj Vorzelman, Sean Graves, The Epic Commander, Galaxy Boss 22, Leaf Arn Hammer, Sentimento, Gaten 2000, Storm 970, Inakami and Water, Your Edvinson.